You spend days picking the perfect color palette, but your design still looks like a box of spilled crayons. The truth? It's not your colors that are broken, it's your math. Welcome back to the channel. I'm designer Yogesh, the AI version. Today, we're cracking the code on professional color balance and mastering the exact formula top brands use to look premium instantly. Here is my case study.
Compare a chaotic, highly cluttered UI dashboard to a clean, modern interface. Amateur layouts often fail by applying color based on arbitrary aesthetics. This approach lacks the structural hierarchy required for a professional interface. Professional design systems bypass this guesswork by relying on a rigid architecture known as the 60-30-10 rule. Modern digital interfaces function within the narrow margin of human attention. They require a precise mathematical balance to minimize the mental friction of processing a layout. Enforcing strict visual scarcity allows this framework to direct the brain's pre-attentive visual processing. A user automatically registers contrast, proportion, and hierarchy fractions of a second before they read a single line. Professional UI treats color as a three-tier mathematical architecture designed explicitly to prevent cognitive overload. Take a typical cluttered exam studying app interface. Competing colors across the background, cards, and text cause visual vibration, leaving the eye with no clear focal point. To solve this, you have to enforce a grayscale-first workflow before applying any brand palette. By stripping away color data, we expose the underlying wireframe to see how it performs. Without color to prop it up, a weak layout collapses into confusion. We fix this by deleting low-value information to reclaim necessary spatial real estate. Then we rebuild. The 60% dominant color tier is applied first. This acts as the empty canvas, dictating the baseline atmospheric mood of the application when no interaction is happening. Firmly, if an interface layout fails in grayscale, no amount of color application can rescue its foundational structure. We inject the 60% dominant canvas by flooding the background with white to minimize cognitive load. Next is the 30% secondary color. Its specific architectural purpose is to establish structural division and clear boundaries across the layout. We apply this secondary color, a deep blue, to the large cards, headers, and sidebars. To verify visual weight, designers use the squint test. Blurring the screen strips text, leaving only structural blocks. If that 30% layer jumps out aggressively, its saturation must be muted. Structural colors are strictly meant to organize and group content without ever drawing user clicks. The 30% layer acts as the invisible architectural framing, guiding the eye through the layout without triggering action. The final tier is the 10% accent color. This is the interactive highlight, and its effectiveness relies entirely on visual scarcity. We apply this 10% accent of vibrant green exclusively to active tab bars and primary call-to-action buttons. The cognitive psychology behind this isolation was demonstrated in Joshua Porter's historical button color A/B test. Porter compared two versions of a live landing page where the rest of the page was styled exclusively in cool, neutral tones. The only variable was a green button tested against a red button. The results showed that the red button significantly outperformed the green button in generating conversions. This victory was due to visual isolation against a neutral background, rather than universal color preference. Visual isolation requires restricting the brand hue to a fraction of the screen to create an inescapable target. A common mistake is applying the 10% accent color to non-interactive borders just to fill space. Diluting that proportion destroys the conversion hierarchy. It confuses pre-attentive processing by creating competing targets. A primary call to action's effectiveness absolutely relies on starving the rest of the interface of that hue. Transitioning this layout into a scalable engineering environment requires a shift in how color is handled. To prevent layout fragmentation, developers replace arbitrary hard-coded hex values with semantic tokens. Variables like BG base, BG secondary, and BG accent map perfectly to the 60-30-10 mathematical tiers. This architecture allows a single variable update to instantly scale across thousands of digital pages safely. This strict tokenization is critical for dark mode. Inverting light mode hex codes breaks WCAG compliance. Absolute black should never be used for the 60% dominant canvas. Designers must use deep slates or charcoals instead to establish depth and prevent extreme contrast strain. There is also the issue of visual vibration, the physiological eye strain caused when highly saturated 10% accent colors sit on dark backgrounds. To maintain WCAG 4.5:1 accessibility compliance, the 10% accent color variable must be mathematically desaturated in dark mode. Engineering color through tokenized variables protects the precise 60-30-10 ratio across complex system states, entirely preventing accessibility regressions. The final concept is separating the structural math of an interface from the emotional style of a brand. This chart shows industry styles using the exact same 60-30-10 proportional breakdown for different emotional goals. Trustworthy Corporate uses a white canvas, deep blue, and green accent to evoke security. High Energy uses dark charcoal and neon pink for youth and fitness. While the emotional intent changes drastically across these categories, the underlying UI math remains identical. Anchoring the UI to proportional tokens allows for rapid theme switching. Relying on subjective aesthetic color selection without structural tokenization creates a brittle design system. Run a grayscale audit on your current sprint, isolate the active triggers, and pull your accent colors back to exactly 10%. When color is treated as a programmable, proportional engine, it moves beyond decoration and becomes a functional component of human interaction.
At the end of the day, great design isn't about using more colors. It's about using them in the right proportion. The 60-30-10 rule is your ultimate shortcut to turn visual chaos into a clean, premium brand identity that just works. Go ahead and try this formula. Try it on your next project and let me know in the comments below. What's your go-to accent color for that final 10%? If this breakdown made your design life a little easier, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this with a fellow designer who needs to hear this. I'm designer Yogesh, the AI version, and I'll see you in the next case study.